Hey everybody, it's Melody, the Carnivore Queen. I wanted to do a really quick video today on food being a love language. So I'm sure you guys have probably heard of all the different love languages. I think there's a book called like the 5 Love Languages, and they're all different things like, you know, acts of service or like gifts or something like that. But my question to you is food your love language? Did you receive food as your love language? Maybe from a parent, or maybe both parents, or maybe your grandma or your aunt. I can totally be honest with you guys and let you know that yes, food was a love language for me. It's how some of my family members showed me that they loved me. There's a lot of people out there that it's really hard for them to communicate how they feel about someone, especially just, you know, love in general is kind of a difficult thing, but it shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be wrapped up in, you know, I feel like I'm not showing you love back if I don't eat your apple pie that you baked. And that's the other thing is, I'm being disrespectful because I'm not eating it, because they put all this time, energy, effort, money into this beautiful dish. And that is so hard, especially now as a carnivore who doesn't go out to eat, who doesn't eat anything they haven't made themselves. When I go to family parties, things like that, I don't eat anything they have. And I will sometimes even bring my own food. And at first, people, you know, I think it was a little bit offensive, a little bit hurtful, because people didn't understand. And now I feel like they do understand that I'm doing this for my health. This has nothing to do with my love for somebody. This has nothing to do with my respect for someone. I can still love you, I can still respect you, and I can still love and respect myself. So, you know, no one's forcing this food down your mouth. Although sometimes it kind of feels like that. It's, you know, I struggled with that in the beginning of people trying to push food on me constantly. And, you know, the old, one isn't going to hurt you. And just this one time isn't going to hurt you. You're not going to gain a bunch of weight back if you just eat this one meal. You know, just things like that. And if I did partake in that, if I did eat that one meal, if I did eat that dessert that somebody made, that would be hurting me, myself, my confidence. Because then in my head I would think, you know, you're not strong enough to say no. And so that would hurt me. And that could go south real quick in my world. Because I have a tendency to take things, you know, on a downward spiral. So that is why I'm very strict about my eating. And it just got me thinking about, is food a love language for these people that you see? Especially children, you know, you think, oh man, if they had like a bad day at school and they came home, was their mom like, here, eat this, I make cookies for you, it's gonna be okay. And in reality, it was like, all I needed was you to hug me and tell me it was going to be okay. You didn't really need the cookie part. But then as an adult, you grow up and you're like, I'm having a really rough time right now. I need cookies. So it plays on so many different parts of like, it makes me think of my mom. It makes me think of love and being comforted. And it just makes me feel good, you know, in the moment. That's the thing. It's in the moment. It's very fleeting. It doesn't last very long. But it's pitiful to think that we've been hurting ourselves out of, what? I don't even know. I feel bad that I'm not eating the food somebody made. I did. I felt really bad about not eating the food my parents used to make. Because they used to have us over for Sunday dinners, like every week. It was like a standing thing. And I would be sick as a dog, like the next few days if I ate whatever they made. And eventually COVID hit and we stopped doing those dinners. And then when that kind of went away or got better, I don't know, we stopped going. And honestly, it was easier because it wasn't like, oh, well, you know, Melanie can only eat da-da-da-da-da, so we got to make sure we have, you know, what she can have. And instead it was like, no, it's just easier not to do it at all. That's terrible because, you know, there goes our visits, and I don't like that. So I try to do other things in place of that. So like just visiting with my parents as opposed to eating a meal with my parents. Like you could still show love, show respect, visit someone and not eat crap food. Like you can still do it. I swear, because I do it and I've done it. And I've been doing it for a while now. And I tell you, it gets easier every time. In the beginning, I thought, this is not going to happen. Like, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep doing this. But people eventually will understand that you are trying to improve your health. And if anybody can't respect that, you got to cut them out. Nope, can't have that. So, is food your love language? Or was food a love language that your parents used for you? Or a grandma and grandpa or somebody, you know, I think we can all kind of relate to this, being comforted with food. And that's one of the big reasons why I chose the foods that I would eat were comfort foods. They were pastas and breads and hot soups and, you know, grilled cheese with Velveeta and just all the things that, nostalgic things that I grew up eating because my dad made it, because my mom would be working late. So, of course, that's going to trigger something in me to be like, oh, I really want that grilled cheese and tomato soup like you used to make me when I was a little girl. And everything was right in the world, you know? And when things get tough, damn, you want that soup and grilled cheese. But I can't anymore. I just can't. And I had to let go of that part of my life. I had to let go of it. And add different things in, add new things in, much more exciting things that make me feel awesome and don't give me guilt and shame and don't make me feel sick and don't cause me to gain weight. So there's that. Anyway, let me know in the comments if food is your love language or if somebody used that for you to comfort you. And if they did, what are you doing differently now to comfort yourself? I know now, everybody I know is struggling right now with ways to self-soothe and comfort themselves. And I just don't think we were taught anything about that when we were little, other than, you know, turning to food. And now I see a lot of friends turning to drugs and alcohol and food. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. But I think we can make changes and get on the right track. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.